Brian and Richard Production presents the recap of William Shakespeare's famous tragedy, Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet is William Shakespeare's 13th play. It was first published and first played in 1597 in the Globe Theatre. For this scene, we gave a name of the tragic news and the impulsive decision. In Act 5, Scene 1, there are three main characters: Romeo, Balthazar, and Apothecary. Romeo. Romeo is the main character of this play who falls in love with Juliet. He's the person that helped turn hatred to love of Montague and Capulet along with Juliet in the end, but he's the one who causes all the problem in the first place. So he indeed is a tragic hero. And Balthazar. Balthazar is Romeo's servant. Although he's very loyal and dedicated, he brings Romeo about Juliet's death, which turns out to be a ruse. Finally, the apothecary. He sells the poison to Romeo. He refuses to sell it at the first place since it was legal, but his thoughts are demolished by the money. Well, what is this scene about? Just to let you know, this scene takes place after Romeo has been banished from Verona and knows nothing about what Friar Lawrence planned for Juliet. It was Thursday morning on Mantua Street. Romeo wakes up feeling good from a weird dream he has. The dream was about Juliet finding Romeo dead, but bringing him back to life by a kiss. While Romeo is walking happily, Balthazar comes with the bad news, which is about Juliet's death. Romeo, who was shocked to hear this, impulsively decides to commit suicide at Juliet's tomb. Then he finds an apothecary and persuades him to sell Romeo the poison that is illegal to sell. He does so by talking about the state the apothecary is and says that you need money to live. With the poison, he takes off to Verona.
For Shakespeare's language, there are different kinds of meaning of some important words and expressions. For example, the fleeting truth of sleep in page 260. It means the good news that sleep has brought me. It was believed that truth was often revealed during sleep. Romeo believes good news is coming because he has had joyful dreams. What's more, for my office means as my duty. Stars means fate. Mention about fate. In my opinion, actually two star-crossed lovers, never to be happy and have a happy life. They will both die because of the bad relationship between two families. And what is the symbol? I think it is the point, which is the instrument of Romeo and Juliet's death. Also means Capulet and Montague became good friends later. Finally, the story teaches us an important lesson, which is don't be emotional. Before making a decision, think about it first. If you cannot understand what I mean, I can give an example. In China, there is going to be a big exam after senior grade 3. You can get a good mark to get a good university. However, one of my friends nearly failed the exam, and however he can retest or redo the grade 3 in senior school. He thought it is really embarrassing and shame on himself. So he decided emotionally to get a bad college, and now he has a harsh future, just like Romeo's tragic end.